Now, before I start my Week 14 preview, I want to give a special shout out to Panthers Nation and Rivera. This video is for you. Enjoy. What up, Falcons Nation? Rise Up Nation. It's your boy, Jazzy Jeff. Real talk, no gimmicks. Bring that real Falcons talk to real Falcons fans. And I'm sorry, Panthers Nation. I just had to have a little fun with you guys. Yeah, you lost your head coach, but, I got to laugh through this pain. So, Week 14, the rematch, Panthers, Falcons, this time in Atlanta. Yes, last time we shut down the Panthers. Kyle Allen got sacked a whole bunch of times. The defense looked ferocious. But since then, the Falcons haven't been flying right lately. So how are we going to bounce back in this game? Now, to do so, I wanted to go back to our last matchup and show times when the Falcons defense didn't look so hot and break down ways we can fix the scheming, fix the play recognition, maybe not have players in certain roles because they're not good enough to handle those roles moving forward for next season. Things to look out for. I love breaking down the plays, seeing how it happens, and where we went wrong, because it's not always good to just look at everything we do right. I love looking at things we did wrong and how we get better as a team. So before I get into all that, please hit that subscribe button so you get future content. Also, later in this video, I will break down the difference between Rivera and Dan Quinn. I'm going to hold up their resumes and see who comes out on top as the better coach. So, I hope you enjoy the video. Now let's get into it. Now on this play, we're running a 4-3 zone scheme with Campbell guarding the flat. Deion Jones has the higher zone and Foye Oluokun responsible for the shallow zone. Foye tries to follow the deeper zone and abandons his zone, which creates a void right in the middle, and all DJ Moore has to do is break off his route to the left, and he's wide open for a pitch and catch, first down. Every week I see this with inconsistencies on defense, guys trying to guard other people's guys and not worrying about their own responsibilities, creating voids in the zone. Terrible defense, something we have to fix. Now on this play, the Falcons are in man coverage with Deion Jones guarding Christian McCaffrey, who's running in motion, as you can see here. Deion Jones tries to get all the way across the formation, but he gets caught up in the wash, and by the time he sifts through the pile, Christian McCaffrey is already running for an easy pitch and catch to the flat, first down on a 4th and 2. Deion Jones should either call timeout or he should have asked Devondre Campbell to switch, because there was no way he was going to get there in time on a running receiving back like Christian McCaffrey. If he called timeout and the Falcons switched to a zone scheme, it would have stopped this play from happening. That's just a bad defensive play calling. On this final play, the Falcons are rushing 4 with the 2 high safeties and press man coverage. Desmond Trufant's at the bottom of your screen, and he's trying to press on DJ Moore. He tries to jump the route to deflect the pass down, but DJ Moore makes a great catch on the outside of his hand. Damontae Kazee takes a terrible angle and lets DJ Moore break free for another 25 yards. All Damontae Kazee had to do was sit down the route and wait for DJ Moore to come to him, but he always consistently takes bad angles and aggressive angles on plays that he should not have. This is something we have to fix for next year if Damontae Kazee wants to continue to play safety. Hope you enjoyed my video. Welcome back. Now, as you can see, a simple miscommunication, a simple don't follow your responsibilities, a simple out of place, a simple being too aggressive or jumping the route can cost you big chunk yards, first downs, potential touchdowns. Now, I know that we destroyed the Panthers last time, but the Panthers got in the red zone several times and they just didn't capitalize. And I don't think that same thing is going to happen. I think Kyle Allen is going to learn from his mistakes. I think they're going to watch film. I think they're going to get better. The question is, are we going to get better? Are we going to adapt when teams come with a game plan? And that's something I worry about, especially with guys like Foye Oluokun or Damontae Kazee. They tend to get out of their spots. They tend to abandon their zones and their responsibilities, and they're always trying to do someone else's job instead of just focusing on their job and making the play. Damontae Kazee, for the most part, knows his role, but he tends to be aggressive and wants to be that playmaker when it doesn't require it, when he just needs to settle down, be patient, and make a tackle. Foyer miscommunicates a lot, and he's not the same linebackers as all the other linebackers we have on our team. So, and you already saw what happened to Jermaine Grace. He got cut just last week, and the last game he was in, he made a huge blunder on special teams that cost us as well. So these are just things that that are fixable, that will make our defense so much better for this game and next year moving forward. So I just want to point it out to Falcons Nation so you can see what I'm talking about. When I watch the game, these are the type of things I look out for. And so I just hope we can improve in these areas because I want our defense to be top 5 defense next year. Anyways, moving on. Dan Quinn, Ron Rivera. Where do their resumes stack up? I know Ron Rivera has coached a lot longer than Dan Quinn, so you'll see in the video that I'm pointing out what Ron Rivera did in his first 5 years versus what Dan Quinn did in his first 5 years, and we'll see who comes out on top as a better coach. Check out this video and we'll come back and talk about it. Now, since Ron Rivera is no longer coaching the Carolina Panthers, I thought it'd be fun to see where he stacks up against Dan Quinn in head coaching. Ron Rivera has coached the Carolina Panthers for 9 years. His record is 76, 63, and 1. Ron Rivera has coached the Carolina Panthers to 3 straight division championships, and he has coached in 1 Super Bowl where they lost to the Denver Broncos because Cam Newton wouldn't fall on a fumble. His playoff record is 3-4. Next up is our head coach, Dan Quinn. Now, he's coached fewer years than Ron Rivera, but they have similar success, so let's check it out. Dan Quinn has coached the Atlanta Falcons for 5 years. His overall record is 39-37. Dan Quinn has coached the Atlanta Falcons to 1 division championship in 2016, where we also went to 1 Super Bowl and lost to the New England Patriots in heartbreaking fashion. Dan Quinn's playoff record is 3-2. Now, who is better? First off, since Ron Rivera's coached more seasons, I decided to break it down into Ron Rivera's first 5 years, and where he led the Carolina Panthers to 3 straight division championships and a Super Bowl appearance. He also has 47 wins in that span, so the winner is Ron Rivera. He's done more with less. Cam Newton never had a number 1 receiver. His defense has been better, and he's gotten more out of his players. Ron Rivera is willing to take chances. He's aggressive, and to me, an overall better head coach than Dan Quinn. Happy trails, Ron Rivera. I'm sorry, Falcons Nation. I had to give the nod to Ron Rivera. He did more in the same span that Dan Quinn did. 3 division titles and a Super Bowl. Dan Quinn, 1 division title, went to Super Bowl, and he's a better defensive coach. I like that he's more aggressive. Dan Quinn takes way too long to make aggressive calls, and when he does, he calls them at the wrong time. The Panthers did more with less. Cam Newton didn't have a guy like a Julio Jones his entire career. The best he ever had was Steve Smith for I think 1 year, I believe. Panthers Nation, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he only had Steve Smith for 1 year. So the defense always was a top-notch caliber defense back when Luke Kuechly could stay healthy, and I just feel like Ron Rivera is an overall better coach. He has a better win-loss record as well. Dan Quinn's almost creeping up to 500, and I feel like it's just time for a new change in our front office, including Thomas Dimitroff needs to go as well, including Dirk Cutter needs to go as well. So, Falcons Nation, you tell me, who's a better coach, Dan Quinn or Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron? Happy trails, Riverboat Ron. You know, I hope you land on your feet. No disrespect. I respect Ron Rivera. As you know, I'm from the Chicagoland area, so he's a Chicago Bear. So as a kid, I heard about Ron Rivera and how great of a player he was. So, you know, salute to Ron Rivera and good luck out there. So let's get this win. I don't believe in tanking. I love beating our division rivals, and, you know, watching us win makes me happy. I understand that we need picks, but, you know, a lot of times the draft picks are also a crapshoot as well. You never know what you're going to get. So in the meantime, between time, I want to win these games. That's just me. You're entitled to your own opinion, but either way, I appreciate you watching my video. I appreciate you commenting, liking, sharing. Please subscribe so you can help me grow my channel. We're trying to reach 1,000, and I'm not stopping until I reach that number. Well, I'm going to keep going, but, you know, that's my goal right there. So like I said before, Falcons Nation, Thank you for enjoying my video, watching my video. Let's get this win. Let's take out those brooms and let's sweep these Panthers up off the field. All right? And as always, Falcons Nation, we rise up. Peace, y'all.